Good morning, students. Today we start with our first chapter of English grammar, that is the sentence. As you have already studied this chapter in your previous classes also, what is a sentence? A sentence is a group of words which makes a complete sense. Means, in other words, we can also say that a sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete meaning. For example, India is a very big country. This is a sentence. Now, sentences are of four types: assertive sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence, and exclamatory sentence. Now, come to assertive sentences. Assertive sentences, we can call them as declarative sentences also. These sentences are which state or declare something. Means the sentences that state or declare something are called assertive or declarative sentences, and they can be either be affirmative or a negative statement. Affirmative means there can be a positive statement or a negative statement. For example, we traveled by the school bus. It is an affirmative sentence. But if we say we don't work during the night, don't is there na, we are using no, not or never in case of negative sentences. These are assertive sentences. One more thing that you have to keep it in mind in case of assertive sentences is that assertive sentences end with a full stop. Means they always end with a full stop. Now come to the second type of sentences. Second type of sentences are interrogative sentences. Interrogative sentences are question sentences in which we ask questions, and these sentences always ends with a question mark. For example, why did you come late? At the end of it, we put a question mark because we are asking a question that why did you come late? Now, the third type of sentences are imperative sentences. What are imperative sentences? Imperative sentences are those sentences which express orders, requests, or advice. Means whenever we are ordering something, like shut the door, or we request something like please give me a glass of water, or we are advising somebody, then these sentences are called imperative sentences. And imperative sentences also ends with a full stop like the assertive sentences. Now, examples of imperative sentences are stand up on the bench, because it is an order, so it will come under imperative sentence. Same way, shut the window please. We are writing please here. So please is a word showing request, so it is also a imperative sentence. Next is take this medicine regularly. Here the doctor is advising the patient to take the medicine regularly, so it is also an imperative sentence. Now the fourth type of sentences are exclamatory sentences. What are exclamatory sentences? Exclamatory sentences are those sentences which express strong or sudden feelings. Here strong or sudden feelings can be both of sorrow or delight. Like we can say how sad the news is. And remember one thing, exclamatory sentences always ends with a mark of exclamation. Same way, another example is what a beautiful picture. This also ends with an exclamatory mark. So these are exclamatory sentences. Now I hope you all have understood these four types of sentences. First one was assertive sentence or declarative sentences. Second type of sentences were interrogative sentences. Third type of sentences were imperative sentences, and the fourth type of sentences were exclamatory sentences. Now this is exercise A. I am giving you this exercise for practice. Just do this exercise, and in the next class we'll tally down the exercise. Now come to the next topic, beta. Subject and predicate. This also you have done in your previous classes. What is a subject? Actually, a sentence has two parts. The one part is a subject and the other one is a predicate. What is a subject? A subject is a person or thing we are talking about in a sentence. Means the doer of the action denoted by the verb is the subject of the sentence, and the subject can be a noun phrase or a pronoun. Both can come under the subject. Like for example, Atul is a student of class 8. This is a sentence. It is an assertive sentence, or you can say a declarative sentence. Here we are talking about Atul. So Atul will be the subject in this sentence. Now come to the predicate. What is a predicate? Predicate is what we say about the subject in a sentence. Means subject is the doer of the action or the person we are talking about in a sentence, and predicate is what we are talking about the subject. Now come to the same example. Atul is a student of class 8. Here Atul is the subject because we are talking about Atul, and the rest of the sentence, that is a student of class 8, will be the predicate of this sentence, because in this we are telling what Atul is all about. Atul is a student of class 8. So this will be your predicate. Now these two are the parts of a sentence, that is subject and the predicate. Now come to the elements of a predicate. What are elements of a predicate? First thing that you have to keep it in mind is that the predicate must have a finite verb. Means it must consist of a verb, and it may consist of the following elements also. It may have an object, it may have a complement, it may have an adverb too. Means there are conditions for a sentence. Means in a sentence you can have only a finite verb as predicate, like cats purr. Here purr is a verb, finite verb. So it is also a sentence. Horses neigh. Neigh is also a verb. The water is boiling. Here is boiling is also a verb. So these all are sentences. Next we can have a sentence may have a verb and an object both. Subject will always be there, but in predicate you can have a verb and an object both. Like in this example, she is making a cake. Here is making is verb and a cake is object. So here both verb and object are there in the predicate. Next, a predicate may have a verb and a complement. Like my uncle is an engineer. Here is a verb and an engineer is complement, and it is complement of noun because engineer is a noun. In another example, the day is bright. Here is verb and bright is what? Adjective. So here this complement is of adjective. Now we'll recall this elements of a predicate. Elements of a predicate, you may have a finite you must have a finite verb in a predicate, and along with a finite verb you can have an object, you can have a complement, and you can have an adverb. Now come to the example of an adverb. John speaks loudly. Here speaks is the verb and loudly is the adverb. So in this sentence the predicate includes the verb and an adverb. One more thing, the predicate may have a verb and an adverb phrase. Like in this example, my brother came last Sunday. Here came is the verb and last Sunday is adverb phrase. So students, what we did today is the subject and predicate. A sentence must have a subject and a predicate, and in predicate you must have a finite verb, and in spite of finite verb you can have an object, a complement or an adverb. So this topic we have done today, and for this topic I am giving you this exercise B. You can do it yourself, and tomorrow or in our next class we'll tally down both the exercises, exercise A and exercise B, and next topic we'll do in the next class. Thank you all.